Hey, this is C coming back to you with another video. I went to this new spot and I think I found the buck nest. Man, just as I was walking in, it was all deer everywhere. There was one probably 6-point buck and a big 8-point, real high, long tines. I think it was only an 8, but I wanted to take a shot at him, but he was a little too far. And then he started coming in where I was set up because I was on the ground stalking, and I tried to follow him. And I went around this grass and looked up, and there's a deer looking up at me, and I thought it was that same buck, that 8-point, but it wasn't. This is the God's honest truth. This has got to be the biggest buck I've ever seen in my life. I mean, he was only maybe 20, 25 yards from me, but there's a lot of grass in between us, and all I could see was like from just basically the top of just his head. And I kept looking at I looked at him, and I mean, his antlers were so, I couldn't even tell how many tines he had, but the antlers were so thick. It looked like a Texas Longhorn, just wide, thick bases. And I tried to get up closer to look through some grass, and I guess he saw me move and he took off. He didn't blow or anything, and but I kind of still chased him, which I shouldn't have. I should just backed out and left. And then as I was trying to go around him to where I thought he might go, that 8-point saw me and it took off too. I don't think it blew. It might have, but I'm not sure. But that's my buck I'm gonna be on now. And even, I mean, I think there's a lot more than just those 3 that I mean, I've seen, like, it's the same area from my last video where I saw 4 bucks. They were pretty nice bucks. At least 3 of them were at least 8-point or more. And I went back to the same area where they were coming from, and this is where I found these. One good thing about it is it hasn't rained, so they have to go to water every day. And the nearest pond, I think it'd be a good place to set up, even during the day, which I think a lot of them are doing. Is they're coming out there in the middle of the day when nobody's out, and probably getting water. There was the 6-point. He ran over there pretty quick. I mean, he ran like maybe 10 yards from where I was set up, and I could hear him. He was rubbing and stuff. Yeah, and this whole place is just all full of rubs and scrapes. And then he took off towards that water. The 8-point was going the other way, so I'm not sure. I think the 8-point saw that big buck and was going over there, I guess, because they're still kind of a bachelor group right now, even though there was a lot of does out there too. But I think this huge buck is just he's in that spot, and he's there because before it was convenient. I mean, there's a creek running through there. Most of the time it's water there, but here lately it just started drying up, and we haven't gotten much rain, so he has to kind of go out to the end of where the creek runs into the pond, and but he's probably the main buck there, so he probably doesn't even have to leave because he's got plenty of does there. He just runs all the smaller bucks away from there, and the smaller bucks go over more to the public, and he probably doesn't even leave that area. So that's probably the reason he is so big. But yeah, I'm gonna put all my efforts into it. We got muzzleloader coming up, so that'll be a good opportunity. Um, but I think I can get him with a bow. But here's just a short video of the 8-point. He was real far, so didn't get a good, and it was the sun was setting. So, but y'all enjoy, and I'm gonna bring some. I got my nephew coming to hunt this weekend, and so I should have some better videos, and so y'all keep an eye out. But this is just a short of that video of that 8-point. And like I do all my videos on my phone, so the stuff isn't great, but you can still see he was a decent 8-point. But hopefully next time I get on and post a video, it'll be with that big buck. I appreciate y'all watching. Y'all have a good one. There's a real nice one up there. A little too far. Please God, send them my way. Got real high, long tines. I think he's only an 8-point. I found the bug nest.